Okay, so I was going on Google on the internet, just kind of hanging out, doing whatever, right? And I found something that's very interesting that's not talked about that often. So there's this crazy internet rabbit hole mystery that's not only just for YouTube, right? It's actually a very dangerous one to the point where if you go on it, that your internet provider will actually block you. So what I had to do was I had to do a VPN and go on it myself. It's not the deep dark web, but it's damn near close. So this website name is called LHOHQ and it stands for Laughing Horses Orphis Headquarters. And in this particular website, there's apparently sensitive information. There was a little bit of nudity inside when I was going on there and stuff, so I probably have to censor some of that out. Wasn't a whole lot this time or anything, thankfully, compared to other websites I looked at. But it was definitely something that was worth making a video about. I do know on this website, it was updated from the last couple of years because there was a YouTuber I watched who did something about this video, but it was a little bit outdated in terms of the website. It's up to date now, and they actually still update this website a lot. So yeah, so on the main homepage I went, I have a screenshot right here. It says, "Welcome to Laughing Horses Orphis Headquarters." He goes, "Rather should we certain or ordain these behind our detention prophetic and suffering such a God, we shall create a desolation of levity into whom, when admitted, examines her national genitals with a deaf familiarity, the voice of understanding remains. It is a tree each hour whose existence is a truth unsupported." So, like, obviously, this type of stuff apparently has conspiracies and stuff, and it's also very epileptic seizure warning type shit, too, because, like, when you go on it, the animations move and stuff a little bit. I do have that later down in the clip, but just to be safe, I just screenshotted it so because it'd be easier just to highlight some of the text because there's a lot of the text on here that's really hard to read. So a lot here right here is kind of easy right here, but earlier in other forms you'll see it'd be a lot harder to read without me highlighting it. In the first screenshot you see like these two highlighted words on there. It says 777 in pink. Those are actually links right that on the homepage where you click on it. And when I do click on the website and stuff, it'll take you to other different parts of the page too. It's a very unique way of setting up the website where pretty much you just kind of analyze through and you see a bunch of sensitive information that could be, I don't know, could be real, could be just someone's edgy ass art project, but either way, it's very unique and I've never seen something like this before. So in the second screenshot I took, this is for you guys to read a little bit. If you look at the first two paragraphs, everything looked kind of normal. So they're kind of summarizing some type of India Study Center and then like an email you can reach out apparently, probably sensitive information. But then after you see that, you see all this gibberish text right here on the very middle of it, and then you see other random kind of other ass random paragraphs about transsexualism and stuff like that. It's so random. I'm not like there's really no context for me to really describe this, so I can't fully understand what they're talking about all the time on some of these because there's not a lot of context. But when you see this picture, it's kind of highlighted because I screenshotted it. It's a picture you click on. I'll take it to the next link too because most of this stuff is through. So when I clicked on that image of that dude kind of laying on the couch, I find this picture of maps of nuclear war reactors in North America and all the spots they are located. Like this could be actually potential real information right here. It's kind of sensitive, but yeah, it also has the number 13 on the left. But there wasn't much on this page besides the like little graphic kid dancing in the background. But yeah, it's a little creepy in terms of this context, but yeah, I was like, oh shit, probably some sensitive shit. And then when I clicked on the link to the nuclear war maps, it took me to this page where it has like a bunch of random stuff about like civilian ultimate labor programs of army installations and random stuff in prison camps about all these armies installations and a lot of gibberish. Like obviously I highlighted this because on the left you see the Illuminati symbol, the death, and some guy running, and on the right I have to censor it a little bit because that's why I highlighted it, because this is not full on nudity but it's potential nudity, so I censor anything, even bikini stuff, because YouTube might fucking think I'm posting like some type of fucking pornography around here or something. But yeah, if you read this, there's a bunch of labor programs it's summarizing and very sensitive information about the chief legislative lesson of approval. So like, yeah, I would read all of this, but I don't want this video to be like an hour long. So yeah, so I'm trying to summarize this in the most interesting and most short way as possible. So now we are done with screenshots and stuff. I don't want to bore you guys to death this whole video about fucking seeing screenshots. So now we're going to go on the videos I came across too, like recording some of the like animated website portions. And I see one I'm showing you where it shows them with a bunch of money symbols and like a picture, random pictures of historic people, And yeah, when they scroll down and stuff, you see picture links. I've highlighted some of it, and yeah, it's very, very unique, very unsettling at times too. And unfortunately, in this video recording, I cut it out, but there was a part I clicked on where it took me to a page where it had like a guy with a gas mask and like a guy in a woman's vagina showing and stuff in a body, and it's like she was alive, but it was so weird. I was like, shit, I had to censor it, so I just cut it out completely. But yeah, it was very weird. It wasn't much on there. It was just that and a bunch of abstract like flashing colors and stuff. So when I clicked on the man, the naked ass dude, whatever, right? The lady, I think. And then when I clicked on it, it took to another website, and it has like these crazy epileptic flashing colors again. Had some weird like bunch of people upside down. Could be potential nudity, but yeah, you see there's like a bunch of flashing gifs and stuff. And this might be kind of hard to read on this one because the kind of recording is kind of bad quality for this particular segment. But yeah, it also took me to a website with a dollar bill talking about printing on it has paper, and it was popping in and out like crazy. And yeah, I was like, also there's also hidden text right behind the red coloring backgrounds, and yeah, it was very unsettling and also very hard to read. So then I click on the dollar bill guy, right? And then when I click on it, a bunch of gibberish comes up. And also what you see is just like some lady from some movie or something, like an old sitcom, just kind of persuading around. Looks like an old maid. And all the text was like, obviously, like, it was also encrypted with something, like some type of information. You probably had to get some program to like encrypt this information. If it is something, it could be not. It was just a bunch of edgy gibberish. Like it reminds me of some edgy art project to the point where like some kid was like fucked up in the head and like I'm gonna scare everybody with my weird creativity in that weird phase when you're a kid. When you're kind of going through that phase of just kind of discovering stuff and you don't know what really sticks yet. And then randomly out of nowhere it changes to like some random like more epileptic type stuff, like flashing stuff, but also hard to read. You see it that's also flipped like horizontally of a letter about Iran, and you can't really read it because all the things are flaring, but it's like you have to really look at it to read it, or else yeah, you're probably gonna get like a seizure if you're like have epilepsy or something. But it's freaking hard. But yeah, it's probably some very sensitive information. But thankfully in this recording, like you can't really see what's really in the letter says because it's probably for the best that you probably shouldn't read it. I also got really scared like a little bit when recording some of these segments is because like when I went to go click on the website in general with like incognito mode, it actually wouldn't let me go on it. Like my internet provider blocked it literally. Says there's stuff that could potentially harm your computer and everything, but thankfully when I went on it, nothing bad happened. I did a quick virus scan and everything after, and I was fine. But yeah, I was a little freaked out when I got that warning. I was like, holy shit, like if this is so bad, why don't they just fucking take it down? I just don't get it. But yeah, the internet be kind of weird, and there's a lot of mysterious rabbit holes that you could find just kind of just going around and doing some research and stuff. And yeah, you'd be surprised what you can see. Also, when like the letter with Iran and stuff like kind of switched to something else really quick too, it transitioned into like these two weird links. One had like nudity with another girl with a mask on, whatever, some type of gas mask, and a guy with like holding a limb of something like during some type of surgery, like someone was in the war or something. He was doing surgery on them or something. But when you click on one of the links, it took me to a like a movie poster picture thing. When you click on it, it said videos, right? And I was like, holy shit. Like obviously, I didn't find any like actual like videos on there that I watched because I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared because I was like, oh fuck, dude, what if it's something really horrible where I could go to jail and see? It's like, So I didn't take a chance because even though the title of the videos were like very kind of simple, you just never know. Yeah, the title of these videos were called "The First Time Space Girl on the Farm," "The Pawn," "Caligula," I think that's how you say it. That's obviously not English, I don't think. "Goodbye Zombie," "How to Calm Insomnia and Sleep Deeply." Like this, like I said, these are very like very subtle, very like broad. You just never know. And fuck, I didn't take the chance. I clicked on it and I saw like what type of player it said. I'm like, I'm sorry. Also, probably whatever would have played, I probably wouldn't be able to show it for YouTube either. Probably. The last one I found on here that I'm going to show you is that I found a link, a website where it took you to a bunch of layered pictures and GIFs, and it had like big fonts of letters, but like, it was also layered on with another font, but it was like different colors, so it was really hard to read. But when I scrolled all the way down, I saw like pictures of Donald Trump when he was younger, a bit younger, and like with some women that he probably, because there was like a scandal that he sexually assaulted these women. So that was probably potentially them, I think. And then when you click on them, it yeah, it didn't really take you anywhere else interesting but to join a forum. That's like they ask you to want to join a forum and stuff, and I'm just like, oh hell no, I ain't joining this shit. Like if I haven't seen anything yet on here, but you never know because I've heard some crazy shit of like potential like illegal stuff, pictures of like rape and stuff, and I don't want to fucking get involved in that. I just did this for like an internet research and an interesting video idea. It's like, holy shit. Not gonna die today. Not gonna go to jail, but yeah. Anyways, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's definitely a bit different than some of the other ones I've done in terms of rabbit holes and stuff. And I hope you guys find this video somewhat interesting and a little bit informational. This wasn't as informational. This is more of like a showcase of what this website contains and could potentially contain. I do not like recommend visiting this website, but if you want to, I recommend using a VPN and kind of see a lot of it for yourself. And you can correct me and tell me other stuff you find because I'm probably not going to showcase any of the shit that you guys would find and tell me. Also, guys, thank you so much for 7,000 subscribers. That one took a little bit to get there, but I'm almost 3,000 subscribers away of 10,000. That's a big goal because I've been doing this for a while, and it's been really fun seeing this channel grow. And it's amazing that I've actually all this hard work and shit, and just this fun hobby I've been doing this whole time's been paying off. Also, everybody, this is also like a dream job I would love to have, but if not, that's fine. It's a great hobby and I enjoy it still. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'm glad you guys are at least enjoying these videos. Alrighty, peeps, I'll catch you in the next video, so bye-bye.